Mania Christmas episode. Marking out this Christmas time on Snows and TK's nose. Oh, Mark out Mania Christmas episode. Ace is the new president. Merry Christmas, but AW blows.
Ace is our new president. Did y'all like that?
Hola, amigos, and welcome to the Markout. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas-Mania. We've got James, the Extreme Sardo. How are you?
I'm still kicking. I'm good. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's do it. Bah fucking humbug, baby.
Bah humbug.
Yeah, why not?
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Stop it. Stop that.
I think it's the God of Thunder, Zeus King Dark.
Oh, Zeus, I like your avatar. That's cute.
Yeah. Cassie.
Christmas Cassie.
Christmas Cassie.
Christmas Cassie.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, my God. Baba, yo tengo hambre, Baba. Mucho comida, por favor, Baba.
Woo. You mentioned it in the opening song, Pedro. What do you guys think about Tanahashi being the president of New Japan?
Give him the book, too. Give him the book.
Yeah, take it away from Gato's done.
Give him all the shits because we know he loves pro wrestling from before all this bullshit started. Because he openly fucking talked shit about fucking Kenny Omega before he took that WGP title off his ass. And, you know, that right there should forever make everybody a Tanahashi fan.
No, I think we all love Tanahashi, but let's see what he can do with it. You know, is it going to be a Triple H and make an immediate impact, or is it going to take over time? You know,
I mean, Japanese business style, probably not going to. He's probably not going to ruffle too many feathers right away.
Right.
But if he finds Kato, I won't be upset. Or that other dude that's supposedly a booker that got in trouble for being the part of the problem with Ibushi. But be that as it may, very happy my best friend Tanahashi.
I was going to say, though, you got to pull with him. Have him do the book. Come on, man. You got to pull with him. Have him hire you as a writer.
Yeah, hire Zeus as the head booker.
Oh,
the head booker for New Japan.
I'd have to get acclimated to all these shitty fucking people.
He fired ELP and Yoshihashi. I have nothing for them. Leave.
I would dissolve Bullet Club.
Can you imagine, like, you let go of Yoshihashi, and then a few months later, he's like the GHC
AEW
champion in Noah.
Oh my God, global. Yeah.
He's the GHC champion in Noah. I wasn't expecting that. Came sort of out of the blue that he was named the president of New Japan.
Well, I mean, you can't wrestle that much longer. I mean, come on, you can barely walk as it is.
So it pretty much telegraphs he's losing to Gumby, right?
I mean, you would think, yeah.
You would hope, in a way.
Yeah. Well, I hope for that belt to disappear. How about that?
Every day I do the New Japan collection, and I see that new graphic with Sonata and Naito.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking, like, what the hell are they going to do with this match, like, booking-wise? Because, like, people find Sonata boring. And then he's even said in an interview this week, like, maybe I'm not as much of a hero as the people would prefer me to be and all this kind of stuff. And you're just like, what? But then, like, Naito can't even move. So, like, what do they do with this? What do they do?
I don't know. But, maybe, I was thinking, with, either Yoda Tsuji or maybe Takahashi's gonna move up to heavyweight after he loses the Desperado. You know, maybe he decides this is all the, he's done being a junior. I don't know because you can't keep the belt real on Naito real long. I mean, everything's going to be, you're going to want to sparse and save him.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to make him an interim champion. So for that, then just keep it on Sonata so he drops it permanently.
No.
So Zeus, you're predicting Sonata's dropping the strap at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, I mean, there's one thing that we can say about the long-term booking in New Japan over the last few years. It is highly predictable. You know, I mean, there's some things that they set up as pretty much foregone conclusion. You know, much more than other people. Is anybody else there?
Yes.
Okay. Y'all got so quiet. I was like,
we were listening to you.
Yeah,
because it was a little surprising. You're predicting Naito's going over.
Well, yeah. I mean, if Sonata's not doing the job, he's not doing the job. I mean, I would I make Naito an interim champion? I wouldn't. But
he wouldn't be an interim champion.
You say interim champion.
Well, you know what I mean.
He'd be a transition. You could say he'd be a transitional. Yeah. Right.
That's what I mean. Transitional champion. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, I can't. Yeah. Because like Zeus said, you can't see him. Like wrestling all the time, defending the belt because he's not going to hold up. His body's not going to hold up.
Right. But I still hate that term though. I mean, that's insider bullshit. It's like, you're good enough to win the world title. You deserve. I don't care what the fucking. How you put it. I mean, at least acknowledge the fact that. That they deserve to be there at that moment.
Yeah, but Naito's always he's always he's always upper echelon. So I mean, it's not surprising that like they'll put the world title on him.
See, and this whole thing though, it kind of also makes me wonder how long have they been conceiving that Okada might not be there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Have they had feeler? Has there been him being vocal about maybe testing the waters and whatever for a longer period of time, and that's why he hasn't been champion in so long, and that's why he's not even a contender anymore. I mean, he hasn't even gotten the opportunity to win the belt back, I mean.
So I mean, not for nothing here. So 2022, they put the belt on Okada at Wrestle Kingdom, right? He beat Shingo, and then the night 2 he beat Ospreay, and then he had a short title reign, right? He had a short title reign. I can't remember who he lost it to. It might have been Jay White. I'm not sure.
Jay White at Dominion, and Jay White too long.
So then this year at Wrestle Kingdom, he won the title back from Jay White, and then he had it just a short time, and he lost it to Sonata. So it does what you're saying. It does make you wonder if the last 2 years there's been kind of a thing where they're like. Throwing him bones, and then when they see maybe he's like, well, I might want to go overseas, and they're like sort of taking it away, and then like, I don't know.
Well, also plus Okada's body's breaking down. He's not as young as he used to be either.
No, but I mean, if you think about how they treated Okada in AEW, it's like. Well, I certainly wouldn't fucking want to go there.
Yeah, I know, right?
And also if I'm him, if I'm looking at WWE and if Nakamura can have how long has he been there? 6-7 years.
Yeah, he's
Something
been there
like
for
that, yeah.
yeah.
If he can, it's like if Nakamura can be there for 6 or 7 years, have his be allowed to go wrestle the Great Muta in Japan, come back, have Great Muta with him at ringside, still can't beat Seth Rollins. If I'm Okada, I'm like, well, I don't have 6 or 7 years to build up, being a contender to finally develop.
Let me say this though, Zeus. Let me say this: a lot of that Nakamura stuff was under Vince. You think this changes things with Triple H?
Well, but if he recently, this year there was the title challenge against Seth Rollins. A lot of people were calling for Nakamura to win, and it didn't happen.
He had great momentum going into that match, and it just made all this kind of sense. And why the fuck would you fly the Great Muta to Pittsburgh if it wasn't for a title change?
That is true.
And look, did you see the thing this week, James, with the American Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yeah, I saw it.
No, that sounds silly.
Yeah,
I actually kind of liked that part of the segment of him doing the thing, but the little brawl afterwards was just whatever. But he seems it's one of those things again. He seems to be building up momentum again, but you're like, but it's just to put someone else over.
Well, I mean, are you going to really put him in that title match? Because now everybody wants to see CM Punk and Seth Rollins.
Right. Oh, of course. That's what you got to do. I mean, you do that. But,
so maybe it was smart not to put the belt on Nakamura. I mean, unless they knew that they were getting Punk and we didn't know.
Right.
Unless somebody inside knew there was a possibility that, hey, you know what, Punk might come here, so let's hold off on any title changes. So, until we know for sure.
I saw some of that New Japan the Tag League Final show, and I saw there's a tag match. It was Okada and I think Tanahashi versus someone or another. I don't remember who they were facing, but I never seen Okada move so slow. He was moving so slow, and he was a lot chunkier than I remember him. Like the last time I had seen him, he seemed a little chubby, almost slightly. I was kind of surprised. Has he
looking like Sir Charles Barkley?
No, not quite like that. It was just not what we were used to, not what I was used to seeing him.
Speaking of chunky, you seen the Bushi? He's swollen.
But we've been saying that since he's been trying to come back, haven't we?
Yeah.
Well, he was super swole even before, like when he was feuding with Jay White, and and then after that with Ospreay.
But his face looks heavier. His neck is heavier. It's not muscle.
He's flabbier or something. But Ibushi's never going to be the same. So it's some of these people are just never going to be physically the same
Okada's getting fat. Maybe he's
Okada's. I'm not putting Okada in that territory, but like Ibushi, Bailey. Some others are just not physically the same after these injuries that they like.
Bailey just signed a 2-year deal. I read somewhere.
Right.
Well, she's not going anywhere. That's Triple H's pet project.
Do you think Sasha comes back?
For the Royal Rumble, yep. Because again, that's another one of Triple H's pet projects. When I mean, back in the day in NXT, he's the one that pushed both of them to have their main event, to have this. Had the takeover in Brooklyn.
So you said to have them tickle him in Brooklyn. I was like, what?
Have the takeover in Brooklyn. Tickle him in Brooklyn. tickle.
I was like, what happened?
Time to play the tickle game.
Yeah. Tickle.
Oh man. So WrestleMania 17, Motorhead was there live, right?
Yeah.
And so live in the Astrodome, it sounded awesome. Like they were super loud. They sounded really awesome. And then you get home and everyone's like, "Man, that Motorhead thing sucked."
What?
And I was
It
like,
did
"What?"
not suck.
The sound didn't come off very well on the TV version, the pay-per-view
I
version,
understand that. Yeah.
but live it sounded a lot better than it did. Like,
You know,
I thought about it because he did that thing.
They were fighting that a lot through the the 90s. I mean, there was so many live performances on any type of show just didn't sound that great. The mixing or however it was.
Because you
Right.
have to mic up every single instrument, and if you don't do it right, it's going to sound like shit coming through the TV.
Yeah, but I mean, even like on the Grammys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like they got too much in the singer's mic, and it's like you feel like they've mic'd up their fucking fourth molar and shit. It's like
the hot mic. Yeah. But I mean, I think I can see Sasha coming back for the Royal Rumble. I can see Jay Cargill finally making an in-ring debut. I can see Mickey James doing a one-off.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just there's a lot of things that make sense. It's my bald father's birthday today.
Oh,
Great Muda is 61.
happy birthday, Zeus Senior.
The Great Muda.
The Great Muda.
Zeus Senior, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's it's funny because he's like 3 years younger than Sting.
Yeah. Oh man, and this thing I can't. I mean, he's lucky he can walk. Doesn't he watch his other contemporaries around him? I mean, he's in the same locker room now with Ric Flair. Ric Flair stutters when he walks now. Come on.
Hey, you gonna buy some of that Ric Flair Woo crypto?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy a shitload of it. Yeah.
He's got Ric Flair crypto now.
Oh god.
Why? I don't know. He may have enough financial issues.
Ric Flair's pet rock,
Yeah, right. Ric Flair jammies. You can woo yourself to sleep. Woo.
Yeah. What was that thing? The Ric Flair ShamWow would be the Ric Flair ShamWoo.
Yeah.
The shampoo, yeah.
Oh, yeah, speaking of Flair, Charlotte Flair was at Arena Mexico last night.
Oh yeah, smooching.
Oh yeah, because that's right. Andrade made his re-debut, right?
His re-debut.
His comeback / re-debut.
He lost his mask in CMLL, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Pedro, wasn't he wearing it at first at NXT? The first time he showed up a couple of times at NXT?
He may have, yeah. I believe
Yeah,
so.
he had the mask on, and then he would take it off right before his match would start.
Yes. I do recall this. Yes.
Yeah.
Trying to remember who he lost his mask to. Atlantis.
Oh.
That's right. It was at the anniversary show.
Well, I mean, I feel bad for Charlotte. She's going to miss a lot of stuff. Almost a year on the shelf.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
I wonder how it changes plans for WrestleMania. But
Well, was it supposed to be her and Io?
I don't know.
Again,
I heard
for
stuff.
the 8th time.
I've heard stuff about it was going to be her and Bianca because Bianca's been making her way through all the 4 horsewomen.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, Charlotte was dying to turn back heel anyway.
I feel like it feels a little bit like they're setting up the story of maybe Io Bailey at WrestleMania, but I don't know if they'll actually do that. But it feels a little bit like.
Does Charlotte ever really care what she is? I mean, she just acts the same, no matter if she's a face or a heel. She just she smiles, she goes in, she does her shit, and she goes home. Fucking seeing the difference between her being a heel and her being a face.
Yeah, you pretty much nailed it, Zeus.
I'm so happy to be here. I'm glad everyone loves me.
Yeah.
Didn't
Look at my robe.
didn't she sign a new contract? Didn't she get like a ton of money too?
Yeah.
And apparently, Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I got to give WWE credit for finally I mean, of course, this is Triple H, so I mean, it has to be. But he's finally making face versus face matches and heel versus heel matches. Like finally, it's what people want to see.
Maybe a little bit here and there, but
they got the triple threat match to face who faces Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. That's all, and all three of them are faces. Then you're in LA Knight, AJ Styles. And now supposedly you have Karrion Kross and the new revamped AOP
With Paul Ellering.
Yeah, they're going to come in with
crazy.
They're going to come in and go after the Bloodline.
Wow. Karrion Kross versus Roman Reigns. They'd have to heat him up a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they're gonna do it. Maybe Ellering does something, or AOP, or I don't know.
Although to be fair, Kross was put over really hard on NXT before the injury, and then he's never been put over like that again. But
no,
well, shit, he got a fucking leather fucking gladiator helmet stuck on his head.
He was wearing his Farouk starter kit.
Right?
Farouk.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That was terrible. And then Ric Flair probably sent him a message. Hey, I told him not to hire Jim Herd, but they damn.
That's savage. I mean, luckily we don't have to do a lot of that anymore. Thank God.
Hey, Mustafa Ali is going to come to AML.
Oh, him and AJ Francis?
Yeah.
Top dollar.
Yeah. And Brock and Arn Anderson.
All right.
Okay.
Will be at the next AML show.
They can be the next.
You should put the AML strap on Double A and have George South go for it.
and Kurt Angle's going to be there too. Holy
really?
Shit. That's a good.
And now they'll probably pull off some shit.
Yeah.
Look at that.
White Mike, Brad Attitude.
They
I was watching some of this. I was watching some of the shit with Keith Lee and Shane Taylor, and Pedro, you're right. I don't know what happened to both of them. Is it the booking of this angle? Because they looked like they were moving in slow motion, and the promos wasn't even right, and everything just looked off.
No, well, I mean, Keith Lee, he's another one that, so we were talking about Bailey and Ibushi. He's another one who has never recovered from. For him, it was COVID. He had a really bad bout with COVID, because you know how it affects some people harder than others. It seemed like it really affected him really bad because he's never been the same since he had it. Like he's just been completely different. He's just a shell of himself. I don't know, The booking, of course, isn't going to help anything because it's AEW. But like I said in the opening song, all the snows in TK's nose. So
that's funny. All the snow is in TK's nose.
that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was good, Pedro. That was good. I was impressed with that. Very good. Good job, buddy. Good job.
That was very funny.
Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. The Batmobile lost his wheel and Joker got away.
Shane Taylor's never been the most athletic dude, but I just feel like someone could do a lot with him potentially. But
yeah, the whole thing with when AEW killed Ring of Honor. Well, I mean they resuscitated it just to kill it again, because really the Sinclair people. It was really sad to see them give up on it.
Yeah.
Because I kind of think we all knew this would happen, but
is someone using the toilet?
No, I had to throw some stuff out, and the toilet was closest.
Oh, okay.
But no, it's just like we were just kind of getting into it, and then it fell apart.
Yeah.
And honestly, we didn't. You could see that people were moving away from it before the pandemic, and they were just like, they were kind of making it through the pandemic, limping on there, based on like Gresham, and
well, the before the pandemic, right before the shutdowns, they were getting really hot actually because of the Marty Scurll thing.
Right.
And then James was set to go see them because they're gonna have all those New Japan guys and stuff. And then
that was a really big show too.
Then the pandemic hit, and that stuff didn't happen. And then the Marty Scurll stuff came out, and then afterwards they were just limping along. That Pure Division stuff was really intriguing for a while during that period, though. But no one cared because, So, I don't know. It should be dead, really. It basically is. It's just a zombie thing. It's just a.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're adding another title to it.
I don't get sense. That. I don't get that. Do their shows draw?
No. Just with that audience. Just with that audience. This is the problem with anything related to AEW. They just play up to their audience. I read something this week. Someone was saying that a number of the AEW fans seem to be flipping back to the WWE right now.
Yeah.
And someone worded it like they thought they wanted an alternative to the WWE, but what they really wanted was for the WWE or a WWE-like product to be good. And now that the WWE is better again, I'm not saying it's necessarily up and down the card good, but it's better than it was. They're coming back.
Dragon Lee and Bush had a good match last night, so they're trying to improve the in-ring stuff. Trying. It's the key word.
Simply put, AEW has been, it's been kind of, it has kind of lit a spark under WWE to get better.
Mm-hmm.
They've found, they do what they always do. They find something and then they're just going to ride it until the wheels fall off. And they've been able to, create that with, a few, stories like the Bloodline and
the Judgment Day.
Judgment Day and Cody, and now they've got CM Punk back, and they're the upper end is they've got the noise, so that's that's good for them and good for the fans.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing the Royal Rumble. I think it's going to be good. Because there's so many possibilities this year.
I mean, the Royal Rumble is kind of like the epitome of just these great moments. It's
Yeah.
you talk about how they harvest all these moments and to have especially with 2 Royal Rumbles, and it's just a high turnover, another explosive entrance. Somewhere along the way there's going to be a surprise. Something's going to happen, and the end will be the big wow factor. So I mean, it's built for at least memories.
Right. Well,
I'm waiting for Damian Priest to cash in. Like, come on.
I still like this idea of WrestleMania. Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. CM Punk goes over. He celebrates for like a minute or two, and then Damian Priest cashes in.
If that would be hot, I could do that.
I think that the ultimate thing would be is let Punk be celebrating, and like they're like literally dimming the lights, and they're like about to flash the damn copyright WWE sign on graphic.
Oh yeah.
Like people are already turning it off.
It's night one. There. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So, and then Damian Priest, shit goes haywire and comes in and then he wins it. I think that would be,
Damn it.
Well, they would have to lose the tag team titles, right? Because they're not going to keep both straps on them, are they?
Well, yeah, they can drop the tag titles.
Yeah.
There's so many great tag teams for them to drop it to. So.
There's so many great tag teams that aren't actually together.
Yeah. Yeah, like I haven't seen the New Day tag. I haven't seen anybody tag together.
I actually had a civil conversation with someone about the greatest tag teams of all time on Twitter.
Really? I didn't see this.
Yeah, I mean, the guy said, I feel like the Dudleys are the greatest tag team of all time. And he said, if you don't, that's okay, and we can discuss it. And I made my points, and I made great points for the Dudleys. They're definitely, I said we got them to like 6th, I said everything that they did, they walked the path that the Road Warriors carved, and they did great shit here and abroad, and they headlined pay-per-views, and they did all kinds of shit just like the Road Warriors had already done decades before. And they had a great, the 3D was electrifying. They could, especially like toward the end of that.
They were part of the birth of TLC too.
Yeah, they just sneak it out. I mean, Bubba would get his big heavy ass in there and jump up for that cutter, faster than you thought he could.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's no shame in not being number one. And it's fine to feel that they are the best because, he's younger than me, and I'm sure he's watched a whole lot more of them than the Road Warriors in their prime. So, but it was just nice to have a good discussion about, that and not being
Flame Wars.
Right. So.
But you did point out you did hopefully go, but you're fucking wrong, right? Damn it, Zeus.
I'm gonna go see the Iron Claw tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Oh, cool. That's
cool. It's local. It's playing local, so I'm gonna.
Oh, awesome.
Let me see if it's locally here. Although Stephanie's not going to go.
Dear God, isn't it a law? It should be in every theater in Texas.
Yeah, I know, right? It should be.
Right?
It is. It is in Huntsville. It is in Huntsville. Yes.
Nice.
You would think, yeah, it has to be, yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah. But see, after Stephanie was maybe there was sort of after Godzilla minus one. There's a little bit of a thing like we need to watch something that she wants to see next time. So. I don't think she wants to see Iron Claw in the theater, so I won't be seeing that in the theater.
In it,
There's
supposed to be a really good love story in it.
Yeah, and you could drool over Zac Efron.
No. It doesn't quite work like that with her. But I mean, she's got me. Why does she need Zac Efron?
Zac Efron don't play the goddamn guitar.
Chicks love Zac Efron. Chicks love that other guy too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what? I heard someone saying, Zac Efron is like in the movie is built the way that the guy playing Kerry Von Erich should be built. They're not wrong.
No. Yeah, I was like, man, you have Kerry's physique, not Kevin.
Mm.
I mean, Kevin was still super strong, but he was leaner and weighed less than Kerry.
He was very lean.
Yeah, Kerry was probably about 235, 245 in his prime. Probably, a little
Kerry
bit.
at one point looked like a fire hydrant.
Yeah, no, I mean,
he was like thick.
Kevin was like 225 or something like that.
How tall is Zac Efron?
He had no body fat. I mean, he just, Kevin was always, wiry. He looked like he was, like you could have stuck him in a damn, a collegiate match at any moment. He was just that fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, how tall is Zac Efron? Because he looked like he's packed on too much muscle for that frame of his.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can look it up. Zac Efron height.
Because he can't be past 6 feet, because that looks like he's struggling to carry that much weight.
This says 1.73 meters. I'm like, why are you giving me meters?
That's what
5'8". It says 5'8". 5'8". He's 5'8".
Yeah, that's a lot of muscle to pack on a 5'8" frame. I mean, like, who do you think he is? Pac?
Kerry Von Erich was over 6 feet, right? 6'2".
Yeah, he was. Over 6 feet. They all were over 6 feet, except for Mike.
I think Mike might have been.
No, he wasn't that tall. Mike was not that tall. To me, he always looked like he was looking up.
This thing is saying Kevin Von Erich was 6'3", but there's no way he was 6'3".
I mean, it's the build height,
Yeah, build height.
The build height, yeah. Actual height different. It was probably about 6'1".
Because the thing is, I don't know. The thing is with the Von Erichs is being, being big high school and college football guys. I mean, they had their actual height documented.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's true.
So
I thought David was big.
David was close to 6'6".
Yeah, David
He was
was
that
the
big?
tallest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's one of the things that about David was that he was so tall, imposing. No, he was 6'8".
Jesus.
Yeah, because that was the thing. It's like, we lost him so soon, and like, I mean, he got there where everybody was 40. I mean, he was like Kamala come in. He's taller than Kamala. I mean, he's just a damn giant.
Let's see here.
And then Mike.
Iron Claw should be good. It's supposed to be a good movie, so it should be good.
6'2".
Mike was that build height or actual height?
it's that once again, it's his height. But there's a picture of him and Kerry standing together. That he's actually, he actually looks taller than Kerry. But
really,
yeah. But I mean, it's his posture. But, I mean, you can tell he's right about the same height.
I never thought Mike was that tall.
Well, Mike was, he was happy being a fucking cameraman. until his dad dragged him into the storylines.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you didn't know he was there. You didn't know he was there until they
Are we forgetting the most famous Von Erich of all?
Fritz?
Lance.
Oh.
Poor Lance.
That guy.
Now, I think, see, Chris Von Erich, he was only 5'5". Poor kid.
Well, yeah, he had something wrong with him. That's why he was only 5'5", right? He had some kind of some kind of growth issue.
Yeah, some people say it was because his dad got him on steroids too early. I don't know.
Because that's something for like all your siblings are over 6 feet. Your father's over 6 feet. You're 5'5".
His bones are so brittle from taking prednisone, he would often break them while doing simple wrestling maneuvers.
Jesus. That had him on the juice.
Yeah.
Have your Cheerios and your juice here.
That guy that's playing Fritz, he looks phenomenal in those trailers.
Yeah, I want to see this. I'm going to see it, man. I got to catch that is 0-1. I got to catch.
You
-1
feature, James.
Huh?
Make it a double feature.
Yeah, I know. That it should.
Go see -1 and the Iron Claw.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a heck of a double feature.
Well, yeah.
Angie's already seen Iron Claw.
Oh, yeah?
Because I saw on her Instagram stories that she had seen it.
Nice.
Double feature, -1 Iron Claw. That'll be a lot of popcorn being consumed.
Yeah. James is going to walk up and be like, I really want a giant popcorn, but you got to make me one without salt.
No butter, no salt. Get out of here.
He's like, just get black pepper. I'll shake that on there.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Maybe some, smuggle in some Parmesan cheese.
Sprinkle it on the popcorn.
Yeah.
That's, popcorn Italian style, bang. But
and hot sauce on popcorn.
Okay.
Put some Da Bomb hot sauce on it.
Yeah, that's okay.
You could drop some in the bag and shake it up.
Oh God.
Just
spread the pain. Yes.
Yeah.
You end up killing somebody. Here, some popcorn. Sure, thanks. Ah!
I'm just gonna try this one little drop.
Yeah.
Chomp, chomp. Oh, holy shit. Uh-oh. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Hey.
Actually, speaking of hot, it was hot yesterday. A little interaction on SmackDown between Roman Reigns and Nick Aldis. That was kind of cool. Roman Reigns he played it off like he didn't know who Aldis was. Because he asked the wise man, he goes, actually, who's the general manager of SmackDown? He goes, that my tribal chief is Nick Aldis. He goes, who? I was like, oh shit, look at Roman Reigns. And then he told Heyman, bring him to me. I was like, okay. So Aldis comes in, and they both sized each other up, and Roman Reigns goes, so you have a triple threat match for New Year's Evil, or day one of New Year's, or whatever that SmackDown is. Yeah, and he tells Aldis, did you book that? He goes, I did. And then he goes, AJ Styles versus Solo Sequoia for tonight. Did you book that too? Aldous goes, I did. He goes, that's good. That's good. I like that. It would have been better if you ran it through me first because I'm your tribal chief. And all this goes. Don't you know I'm an executive? I have no feelings. I don't care what you feel. I was like, oh. He was like, I run SmackDown. I'm not what's his face over on Raw. I run SmackDown. Everything goes through me. Not you, me. I was like, oh, that's kind of hot. But I think they're setting it up because how do you not put back William Regal back on TV? I mean, you got to put William Regal as one of these GMs. I mean, come on, man, you got to. I mean, I'm sure he's okay as a backstage agent or whatever he's doing backstage, but he's got to be on TV. I mean, come on, man, he's William Regal.
What do you have him do though?
He could be a GM,
but they already have two sort of perfectly good people as GMs at the moment.
I know. Well, fire somebody.
Oh my God, just fire them.
You're fired.
They said David Finley's son is just signed with NXT.
Yeah.
So Fit Finley's grandson.
No. It's Dave. So Dave Finley from New Japan is his brother. Fit Finley's real name is David. So that I don't know why they're reporting it like this because they accused a lot of people, but it's Fit Finley's other son.
It's his youngest son, right? It's his youngest son.
I'm like, when the fuck did David Finley have a fucking kid?
I'm surprised he signed with NXT because he was training at Swerve School.
Well, who the fuck is running that?
You would think Swerve would have a little bit of influence. That hey, you know,
is he going to drink blood?
Well, you know, I mean, not for nothing. He is a Finley. But you know, you would think AEW have the inside track to him, right?
Who knows? Who knows?
Because if he was wrestling at Swerve School,
let's see.
I don't know. I don't think there's a lot of loyalty in wrestling, and I honestly, I think one of the lessons of the past that people are starting to kind of smarten up to is like, look out for your fucking self. Make as much money while you can. Don't give a fuck what anybody else says.
Well,
I was reading on, I forgot where it was. I don't know if it was on Twitter or Instagram or something. I think it was more Instagram. That some AEW lackey was saying, some fan was saying, oh, now we got the emergence of Swerve Strickland. He's new. He's never been. I'm like, what do you mean new? We've been telling people about Swerve Strickland for years. Stop with the new.
I just got a trade on collection from Pedro.
Yeah, I may have sent some. I may have sent some Christmas trades to you and James.
Okay.
Shit, that's a sold out fucking Fujinami for a damn.
Yeah, y'all might have a very dragon Christmas New Japan collection.
What did he fucking pee in your cornflakes? What the hell? Why are you mad at Tatsumi Dragon Fujinami?
Oh, I'm not. I just trying to. I just want to give y'all something nice for Christmas.
Hold on for Christmas is the Fujinami. That's kind of hot.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll look at mine after I'm done with the podcast because I'm on my phone now, so I can't really Oh man, that's I don't know. So Swerve, I was reading. Oh, Swerve Strickland, he's the new guy at AEW. What new guy? What is Swerve Strickland, the new guy?
Look, James, for a lot of people, whenever they first meet someone like on TV or whatever, that's their first appearance or whatever. So it's just one of those things.
Yeah, but if
They
you've been
have
watching
weird.
AEW, he's been on AEW for at least a year already.
I know, but they didn't pay attention to him.
Yeah.
So now he's being pushed, so they're paying attention to him.
Fickle fans.
Look, it's like, do you remember when AEW started and the Lucha Brothers were doing all these jobs, like being basically jobbers to the stars, and people were like, "We can't push them yet. You have to get them known to the audience." And we were like, do you remember we were saying like they are like already known to this audience for a few years?
To the audience.
Well, they're still in the same position they were back then, aren't they? They're still just jobbers to the stars. They're still just gatekeeping position. I mean, if Swerve gets out of that position, then I guess that's good for him. He'll do better than they will, but it don't matter. I mean, James, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not trying to be mean, but like I could give a fuck about Swerve now after the whole blood drinking bullshit thing. Like,
you did it. That really hit you the wrong way, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it hit me the wrong way, James, because I described to y'all how it was set up. It was set up so illogically. It just came off as this weird thing. They just wanted to do this blood drinking thing. No flow of a narrative or nothing. They just wanted to do this spot of blood drinking. Cooperative blood drinking. It wasn't as part of a fight. It wasn't as part of a struggle. It wasn't as part of whatever. They just did a cooperative blood drinking spot in the middle of this thing, and it was stupid. It made no sense. I don't understand why people celebrate it just to be like, oh, this is so different, or whatever. Is dumb. So I mean, I don't really care what he does from this point on. So.
I'm sorry, but I don't care what he does in AEW. His best match will always be in Lucha Underground. To me.
I mean, like we said in Lucha Underground, that what was the name of that match with
the Hell of War.
Hell of War. Okay, so say like I saw a lot of AEW fans are bringing up the spot where AR Fox went through all the glass, like he fell off the balcony and went through all the glass. And I was thinking, I was like, y'all realize that they at least made that have some kind of like fight logic. Like he's stunned by the blow, so he falls off the balcony through all this glass. Like it has a logic to it that you do not have when one guy just lays down and is like, "I'm gonna open my mouth, lower your head, and pour your blood into my mouth." Like,
yeah.
Maybe we get Tanahashi to come over to AEW, book that show.
No. He already Tanahashi has already been old man Tanahashi in AEW. We don't need.
Oh yeah, that was horrible, man. I still picture that one dropkick he threw. I was like, "Hey, so what are you doing, bro?"
I just remember for years people were hearing about Naito over here. They weren't seeing him, but they were hearing about Naito. And then earlier this year, Naito appears on AEW, and I remember my friend Brian Bell. Double B05. He goes. This old man is Naito. Like he'd been hearing about him, he'd been hearing all this stuff about him for a few years, and then when he finally sees him, it's he can barely move, he can barely do anything. It's like this old man. I don't know.
Well, I mean, not for nothing, but I'm kind of excited that Tanahashi's in charge because I want to see what he does.
Oh yeah.
I totally agree with you, Zook. Give him the book. Get it out of here. I mean, his time has come. That's it. He's done. He's done.
Kind of what we've been saying before this point, and you see now all the, looks like all the big name Gaijins are gone except for Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody's gone. That's it. Ospreay, everybody,
and Ospreay are all gone or leaving, and between that and the fact that they don't have any 25 to 35. Well, 25 to 30-year-old superstars, because the Suji and Uemura and Narita, they're not superstars yet.
No.
They're still like, they're still emerging. They haven't done anything spectacular or whatever. Is that they've got this gap between, that kind of lower tier star power, plated star power like Yoshihashi, and then there's just so many guys who are over 40 and they're they're not believable as heavyweight champions, and now they're making another championship with other belts. God bless America. It's all terrible. It's just
so this belt's okay. Hold on. This new global belt, it's supposed to replace the U.S. title, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't they just bring back the Intercontinental belt?
The global title that represents the entire globe, totally different from the world championship that represents the entire world, is replacing the U.S. and U.K. belts, yes.
Unbelievable.
And totally
What's
different
next?
from Intercontinental.
What's next? The Galaxy Championship? Because there's already a Universal Champion. I mean,
the Galaxy Championship's got a Star Wars logo on it.
Yeah,
I mean they already got Transformer belt, so why not a Star Wars belt?
Like what's next after that? Oh, I'm the champion of the multiverse.
Hey, look! Rumor has it Mark out Mania to Warner Brothers. Happy holidays, boys.
B. Brian Bell, what's going on, buddy?
I was just mentioning you a little bit ago.
We're only going to Warner Brothers if WWE goes, because that's where they get their creative, get all their good ideas.
That's where the money's at. It's all about the Benjamins, as someone famous once said.
Benjamins are, Jungle Boys, or I don't know.
Jungle Boys.
Jungle Boys.
Oh.
So I think I think I'm actually looking forward to this Royal Rumble. I think it should be good. I'm looking towards the women's match. I am hoping for some surprises. And like as far as Okada coming to WWE, I mean, not for nothing, but look, okay, I understand about Nakamura, but look what they did with Asuka and Io, and they pushed them to the moon.
Yeah, but there was kind of a time where it looked like they weren't going to really do anything with Io.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of looked like she was going to just kind of flounder around here and there for a while, and turning her heel and getting her on board with Dakota Kai and Bayley and everybody. I think that was certainly the best thing for her career.
And they kept the belt on her this long too. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Now, do you think she's keeping the belt to WrestleMania, or is she dropping it before WrestleMania?
I would think she would keep it, only because if it's true that some of these women are coming back, I mean, you got to have a champion already in there, built up a match. I mean, it doesn't make it would lessen that to me. It would lessen the blow if somebody else won the belt. You want to take it off Io. But then again, who knows? I mean. They're already setting up the Kabuki Warriors for a title run for the tag team championship because Chelsea Green and Piper dropped their straps on Raw.
Oh, right. To I can't remember their names. Caden Carter.
Yep, and Katana Chance.
Okay.
What
was Katana? Damn it, James.
So they already got the belt. So now they're setting it up for that.
Mm.
So I mean, do I want to see Okada in WWE? No. Do I want to see him in
Oh,
AEW? Even less. But if he's going to come to a U.S. promotion, put him in the E.
and James, didn't Gunther use the Rainmaker on
Yes, he did.
Monday?
Yes, he did. On the Miz, yeah. He did. I was not happy with that, by the way.
But what if it's to set up Okada dethroning Gunther at WrestleMania?
I would love that.
I'm joking.
I know, right? I don't think people in WWE even know who Okada is anyway.
No, I know they wouldn't. They wouldn't have. They'd be.
They're like, who's this guy? Well, why is there money falling from the ceiling? They have no clue.
I mean, that still makes me mad when I think about the AEW, the way they presented Okada the very first time. They had his music come on, and he just ran out there in sweatpants during a segment, right?
Yep.
And it was like it's so it seemed like it'd be so simple with that audience. You have the coin drop. He comes out in his robes, his gear, all that stuff. The money's falling. Like,
yeah, you do it do it loud.
It just seems to make so much sense. You don't even have to think about it. It's like there for you, and they didn't do that. It's so weird. They're just like, go out there in sweatpants.
You're like, you don't want me putting my gear on? No. Okay. That's a waste. You're absolutely right. Well, but if Okada's gonna come to a U.S. promotion, I'd rather be the E than TNA or AEW. I mean, AEW he's known. No, AEW he's known already. So maybe that's a leg up, and he sees the kind of contract that Ospreay just signed.
Yeah, it could be a money thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So and not for nothing, but they allow Ospreay to go back and forth to Japan and wrestle too after he starts at AEW. So you might want a deal like that.
Brian Bell said, didn't Okada just say that him and a few others were the backbone of New Japan and all that?
Well,
I don't know.
Look, when you're in a Japanese company, you're going to say company supporting things, no matter what. Up until the last day, and up until your last day at work, you're not going to go. You're not going to say, this place sucks now. I used to have fun here, and
Yeah.
or I mean,
maybe it's a condition of well, you know what I didn't think of? Maybe it's a condition of re-signing Okada. No more Gato. And you put Tanahashi in charge.
that sounds like a really big reach, though.
No, but you put one of us in charge. He's part of the old guard. He's done.
I don't know, but they could split that roster in half and do house shows, so much better.
What do you do with New Japan Strong those days?
Huh?
What do you do with New Japan Strong? Do you keep it going currently as is, or do you change it?
Nobody cares. It's insignificant. It doesn't fucking matter at all.
Pedro version 2.
What?
Pedro version 2. Nobody cares.
Yeah, I mean, because they stopped trying to tour the United States. So what's the fucking point? They do a show in California once or twice a year, and that's it. They gave up trying to go around, and they're just going where they know they can. And I mean, they're massively scaled back American cards. So what's the point in the Strong? I mean, it's just to teach Americans to be raised into the system. And once again, the guys they've got, all these guys that are in Bullet Club now, they're not ready to be
Weren't a lot of them from the LA dojo?
Huh?
Weren't a lot of those guys from the LA dojo?
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, nobody's jumping up and down for Coughlin and
No.
fucking guys like that. Nobody gives a shit.
What? What?
Well,
Look,
I think the first thing you do is take the belt off Eddie Kingston. That's number one.
Bullet Club is at its weakest point ever. I mean, it is.
Yeah, it's horrible right now.
It is just like
Yeah.
it's like a whole group of disco wannabes trying to get in the NWO.
Disco fever. Disco fever.
I like Disco Fever. He was awesome.
They're wearing the t-shirts and just nobody's like. I mean, nobody that's in the Bullet Club's got balls enough to tell them not to be in there. Like,
who's the leader of the Bullet Club now? Is it Finley or is it ELP?
I think it's Findlay.
Yeah, Finley.
Yeah.
the most uncharismatic, he's almost hard to hate, and oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, he is. He's honestly likable, and he spent the last 5 years being that young, smaller guy who works his ass off, and doesn't ever give up. And now all of a sudden he's a dastardly, cowardly cunt, and that doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
If you want people to hate the Bullet Club, put Yoshihashi as the leader. People hate it.
I mean, it's not like he can elicit the hate, like Jay White could. Oh my God.
Yeah, Jay White was awesome.
God, they fucking hated it. I mean, that was just breathtaking.
He was so much better in New Japan.
I can tell you word for word how Yoshihashi's first promo as leader of Bullet Club would go. It would go like this.
That's brutal.
Be here.
Speaking of promos, from NXT, you got Nikita Lyons made a return full time.
Oh,
and
really?
She's getting a lot of heat.
Oh, why?
They're calling her Nia Jax Jr.
They called her Nia Jax Jr.?
Yeah, because she's hurting people. She busted some chick's nose on Tuesday, but her promos were like bad in the back, and she hurt one woman in her leg, and another woman she gave a bloody nose to.
Oh, dang.
And they're like, she brings nothing to the table. At least Nia Jax can cut a promo.
Well, I mean, so do you guys remember when Nikita debuted in NXT? Yeah. And her very first match, people were all over it because of that cake of her ass. Yeah. That's true. People were all about it because of her ass.
And she's a big girl, but she's agile. She can do all kinds of shit in the ring. Yeah.
But people, James, she was terrible in WoW. She's terrible still now. But the thing is, people like the way she looks. They like her body,
Yeah, she doesn't care, but people think of her, She goes, I'm a big girl, and I got big punches and big kicks.
At least she's not singing anymore.
Thank God. Yeah, that was horrible.
Gone. It was something she did in WoW. It was something she did in WoW, Zeus.
But, people give her shit because they're saying, she's injuring people. And, she just came back and she's ready to hurt people.
Man. Wow.
So. Yeah. Not good. Not good.
Guilty.
You're no good.
Guilty.
I mean, I like Nikita. I mean, I dig her look,
Well, duh, you're fucking.
No, I don't mean like that. I mean as a character. No, as a character. I like her attitude and her look. I dig it.
Zeus, James wishes they'd give Nikita's attire to Raquel, but
I like the way she, I like the way she carries herself around the ring.
Cool. We know you like the way she carries herself.
I should just shut up. Nothing I say.
Okay. You're doing the throw completely over your shoulder.
Oh man.
James with the NXT women.
Fat ass.
Me, apparently, James accuses me of having a bunch of waifus, and
Oh, we all accuse you of that.
yeah,
Actually, Cora J came back too, so she's cool down. That's good.
Oh, was she injured or what? What? Why
Yeah,
was?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. She was injured.
Did you see the? I saw a lot of pictures of her and Roxanne with CM Punk.
Yeah, Punk. Well, there were two of her when they first started.
Yeah.
I think he helped got them in and like helped train them a little bit at the performance center.
Oh, okay.
And then even before that, Cora Jade was like a big CM Punk fan, and like she would go to all autograph sessions when she was a kid, like where AJ Lee did with Lita.
Yeah, yeah.
So, it's come full circle.
Yeah.
So, but she should be all right. I think they're setting up with a few with Santino Morello's daughter. So,
Who's Santina Morella's daughter? You told me before, but I don't remember.
She's the girl who plays Miss NXT. Like she was the sash in the ring.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Ariana Grace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, her, Tiffany Stratton. I mean, they got a bunch of good, young, good athletic women. So hopefully it turns out to be something good, Because, people like Bailey, they're hurting. Flair's never going to be the same after coming back. You know that.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. It sounded like Charlotte Flair's knee completely exploded.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah. As they say it's shattered.
Man.
So I don't know.
Yeah, Rick,
ACL, MCL, everything.
Rick just went through some little thing bragging on Charlotte and talking about how she's the greatest and she does everything and she does things like Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. Daddy is delusional.
Yeah. I'm like, I know you're smoking a lot of weed now, Rick, and maybe you think it would fix that glaucoma.
Stop drinking that wool juice.
All right. Holy shit.
Yeah. My daughter's a 6 foot tall Rey Mysterio. Yeah, okay.
I mean, she's, the only thing she's guaranteed to make contact with is the floor.
Oh my god!
Damn, Zeus. But yeah, because they're going to be replacements for these women because even they're hurting. I mean, how long before Bianca Belair breaks down?
Well, I mean that's why they keep bringing in, more people.
And Bianca. Some people don't know this because she hasn't been wrestling as long, but Bianca's older than like Sasha Banks.
Well, yeah, because she actually did it 4 years of college.
Yeah.
She was a track star.
Right? Yeah. I mean, you can tell. I mean, she's athletically just amazing. Her, Jeff Cobb, Braun Breaker, they're just like these.
She was Division I track star.
Yeah.
I mean, they should, I think it's smart to keep putting her in tag matches more on TV, Just so you can limit the damage done to their body. Because if you got people dropping like flies, you might not have no choice but to put the belt back on her.
And Bianca is the closest thing the WWE has, male or female, to another Cena. And what I mean by that is when you see her come out, the way kids react to her is...
Yeah, you can't turn her heel.
I mean, it's just unbelievable the way kids react to her. I mean...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm the match with her and Sasha where she picked Sasha up in that press slam move on the floor and walked her all the way back into the damn ring. I was like, holy shit, that's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not Steve Williams pressing Bam Bam Gordy into the cage 10 times. It was damn impressive.
I think they're smart not to have Rhea Ripley wrestle on TV as much either because they're beating her up too.
Rhea Ripley, I often see people bad mouthing her title run, her reign, right? And the thing is, if you think about it the traditional way, right? If you think about the traditional way the championship reigns and stuff were handled, yeah, it doesn't seem like they're doing much with her, right? But she is like so outside of the traditional thing in every way that she's connecting. It feels like they're doing the absolutely correct thing with her.
Yeah,
By
and
keeping,
Pedro. I'm
yeah.
sorry, and she's a lot of the household. She's the main event defending her belts.
Well, yeah, but what
Yeah.
I mean is just like keeping her away from the women is
Mhm.
helping the thing because the more she's with the guys, the more it raises her profile, and the more, and you want to see her with the belt. Like it's like synonymous with her at this
Right.
moment. You want to see the belt on her. It's weird because usually we like to go to like traditional tropes with wrestling. Like we're like, you don't even have to think about this stuff. You do this, sort of old school thing. But with her, it'd be the incorrect thing to do. It seems to
I agree.
me. It's like the incorrect thing is to do the old stuff. She's getting over and getting the belt over just by what she's doing.
Okay, I have another question for you guys. I got a question for both of you guys.
Yeah.
Does Tanahashi being in charge make you want to get Wrestle Kingdom?
No.
You
No,
what?
still.
No.
Daniel was like, no.
Anything that's happening there without something drastic.
Yeah.
And he's wrestling Zack Sabre Jr. for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, let me pull up this card, James. Let me pull up this card.
Well, that's what all the new cards are. It's what, seven titles on the line?
Yeah,
Is
I
it?
mean,
Title matches.
you got Shingo versus Tama Tonga for the never open weight. You got Hiromu versus Desperado for the junior heavyweight. Clark Connors and Drilla Maloney versus TJP and Francesco Akira for the junior heavy tags. Goto and Yoshihashi versus Hikuleu and El Fantasmo for the gazillionth time for winner takes all IWGP and strong open weight. Like, who gives a fuck about the strong open weight tag
They're going to
titles?
combine the belts now?
Yeah, I mean, you were saying about taking the strong title off of
Yeah.
Eddie Kingston, but isn't that what they're doing by creating that triple crown thing they're doing in AEW?
Maybe, yeah.
Zack Sabre Jr. versus Tanahashi, the new president for the TV title. Osprey versus Moxley versus Finlay for the global title.
But that's got to be Finley because Osprey's not going to be there.
Danielson versus Okada, and then Sonata versus Naito.
Okay, I just want to say something real quick. If they make Okada tap out again for the second time, that's it. I'm going to quit wrestling.
You quit wrestling? Like,
That's it.
like,
I'm
I
done.
won't even watch WrestleMania Royal Rumble.
I'm done. That's it. I'm done. That's it. Zero zilch nada. Zero's your hero. Done.
Okay, look. I mean, this card is the card is fine. Okay, there's nothing absolutely awful, but I mean, but there's
Do
nothing.
you really want to see that tag match for the 50th time?
I don't want to see any of this. I mean, I don't. I mean, it's a fine card, but is it a Wrestle Kingdom? Is it what? I mean,
See, the thing about I'm a massive Desperado fan, but I think we've seen these two wrestle so much. I don't think this is not going to blow me out of my seat.
Nothing special. Yeah, there's another match between them.
Zeus, I've said before, their matches peaked with that Super Junior final where Desperado took off his mask in the match. To me, that was their best match.
Yeah.
And then they had a match at Wrestle Kingdom after that, and it was just a match. It wasn't that great. And there's just no, it's diminished returns. They're just doing routines now.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is it's not. See, and once again, you got, you don't have, for some reason, Show and Yo apart have had no success
Yeah.
at the top of the junior division.
Yeah, it's weird in a way. Yeah.
Yeah, it is, because they were so good together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were.
And people loved them, and now they're, poor fucking Show is in House of Torturing My Eyes, and Yo is just kind of, he's in chaos,
And the leader's about to leave.
and then who else is the? I mean, and then a lot of the other guys, kind of that were kind of popping up and in, they've been backing off of them. Dragon Lee's now in WWE. Bandito is, nowhere to be found.
He's been injured, I think.
Shocker.
Yeah, I know.
He probably had COVID so many times that they probably got him on a watch list in Japan. Like, look, you're going to kill like 400 old people.
Hey, yeah.
COVID again. So
he has had COVID a lot of time. Remember, we did that graphic where his face was replaced with the COVID thing.
Yeah.
He had COVID more days than he had the ROH world title.
Oh
my god.
Damn, serious.
It's just Zeus. Yeah. I'm talking about me.
Right? But he was a welcome, change in the junior division in New Japan.
Yeah.
But there's just they don't have a lot of guys in to kind of take over. They don't seem to have the confidence in Titan. I don't know what his fan reaction is there. The Watto thing is, that's obviously manufactured.
I don't know. I mean, you mentioned Show and Yo. When they first split up and Show was going heel, it felt like they were going to transition him to a title reign in the future. And then it just didn't happen. He just didn't catch any momentum or anything.
Yeah, I mean, they were definitely gearing him for it. And of course, if he was going to win it, then Yo was going to be not far behind.
Yeah.
And at least challenging him for it. So,
well, I mean, I'm hoping Ace will make the right decisions.
Yeah,
like the right call, and I start pushing the right people.
Well, once again, you have to develop more people. And
you do. Do you think AEW being around is hurting the roster in New Japan?
Do what now?
Do you think the existence of AEW is actually hurting the roster in New Japan?
Obviously.
The existence of AEW has hurt New Japan, has hurt like all pretty much all the Japanese promotions, has hurt a lot of the Mexican promotions in terms of they all are catering to this fan base and to Meltzer. I don't know why they're all catering to it, but it's just the trend they're all doing. I don't get it. I don't like it. I resent AEW existing because of it. Because, if there was stuff going on here I didn't like, I could always watch stuff overseas that I would enjoy, right? Mm-hmm. And this is the last like 2 years. Yeah, the last few years, this is just taken away from me. So, I mean...
All three of us used to watch New Japan as a viable alternative. Remember that?
Yeah.
I mean, it was just what we like to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I think about Stardom, the way that they've tried to cater to this audience. I just don't get it. They don't even work. They don't even want to work with AEW, and they're still trying to cater to that audience. I don't get it. It's whatever.
I wonder who pressured Gato into making all those moves. You got to book the story this way, that way. Yoshihashi has to be, it has to be Young Buck Flight.
Have you guys looked at the tag team title card on the collection?
No,
I can't look right now. So what happened?
I mean, Yoshihashi's wearing the dumbest looking getup I've ever seen in my life. He looks like an Eskimo had sex with a fucking wannabe samurai from 1980.
Nice.
It's the weirdest fucking getup.
Shogun in Antarctica.
Shogun. Dun, 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 dun.
It's terrible.
No, that's Masada. Never mind. Do y'all remember a TV a miniseries called Masada?
No.
No, I know they'd be doing Shogun again.
It was from like the late 70s or early 80s. I started singing the theme song to it, and I was like, wait, that wasn't the Shogun, that was Masada. It was some religious themed miniseries.
No, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah,
No, me neither.
The theme song was real catchy. Dun, 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 bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Shogun was one of that was like the first big, I want to say it was the first big Japanese culture type thing on American TV that I can remember.
I mean, the new one doesn't look bad, but I mean, like the old one's a classic,
The only thing I remember with Shogun, doesn't the guy pee on Richard Chamberlain's back in one scene?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, as a kid, that was the scene that made us giggle and laugh. It's the only memorable thing. Because my sister Caroline watched it when it was airing or whatever, but that's the only thing I recall from it is the guy being peed on.
I was forced to watch the Thornbirds when I was a kid.
You were what?
I was forced to watch the Thornbirds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that was a little before my times, though.
Because, that's a show that my mom watched religiously, so that was the only thing on TV. And,
and it's just like how James is forced to watch Nikita Lyons matches.
Yeah,
Yes.
hey, Zeus is tough on my eyes, man. Let me tell you.
So it makes his eyes cry a little bit.
Right?
You guys.
He has to bite his lip and wipe the tears from his eyes.
Fucking guys, man.
Hey, I have to say, this Naito's Sonata card's not that bad looking. The Despi Hiromu card's pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
Tanahashi Zack Sabre Jr. card looks like it's promoting Pumpkin.
I thought it looked more like a movie poster, like a Halloween movie poster.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I can see that. The Shingo Tama is kind of there. I don't give a fuck about the Moxley. Anything with Moxley and Ospreay, I'm just like, nah, don't care.
I drafted once in that new draft, and I got all 2s and 1 3.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so that was like, I'm so upset. I was like, wow, I brought stones for this shit.
Holy shit, Zeus,
Yeah.
I see. What is he wearing, Zeus?
I don't know, man. He looks fucking retarded. Sorry.
It's like James. It's like he killed a sea turtle, took its shell, and put the shell of this dead sea turtle over the front of him. Is what it looks like.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So he's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Oh my god. He's like
You cosplaying this? Is that what's going on?
playing Donatello.
Bro,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Yoshi, Teenage Mutant Ninja Yoshi, Teenage Mutant Ninja Yoshi.
Yoshi Nashi.
I'd rather watch Yoshi from Mario Brothers than fucking.
Oh my god. Yoshi from Mario Brothers.
He's not young either, though, isn't he? He's getting up there too, right?
Who?
Yoshihashi.
Let me see how old he is. I'll look it up.
Yeah, he's probably pushing 40.
He is 41.
Wow, look at that.
I thought he was a little younger than that, but
Yeah, I thought he was in his mid-30s, if anything, but he's 41. Wow.
Well, that's the thing is guys that are smart, right? They get into New Japan, and then they get that job for life,
Yeah.
and that's definitely what he's shooting for. Is he's like when I'm 63 years old, I want to be able to retire from here.
Right. I want to be able to walk. I want to be able to have insurance.
okay, now I'm curious.
Well, it's like he doesn't want to be, he doesn't want to be having to go to fucking, one of these small Japanese promotions that,
Yeah.
Right.
13 people or God forbid come to the States to main event against fucking Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, that's horrible. I mean, I'm curious. Is Big Japan still active?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
I do know they're still around. Yes.
Yeah, they're drawing a hefty 75 people a night.
That's awesome.
So I was just curious. Yoda Tsuji is 30 years old. Yuya Yamura is 29. Ren Narita is 26. And Shota Umino is 26. So, I guess they do need to start pulling the trigger on those guys before it gets too late. Although they got to do more to build them up. I mean, that's the problem.
I got a bunch. Who would you push?
I don't fucking know. I mean, do you guys recall in the last few years, I said when the AEW thing happened, I said New Japan hasn't been doing anything to build native guys. Like to come up to replace, because Tanahashi and Naito were starting to get older then, and we're like, they need to start building up some other people to face Okada in the future. Besides the foreigners, you need, because they were well off on the foreigners. Now they're not, right? But and now look, they don't have the foreigners, and they're just left with these guys they haven't been building up.
So here's for some reference, right? When Muto came back from America to New Japan, he was 28.
Wow.
Mm.
He was 28 years old. Actually, he was still 27 until December of that year.
He was getting pushed everywhere.
But that was the thing, is he came back and he was a worldwide superstar because he was main eventing pay-per-views in WCW.
Mm-hmm.
He was challenging for the world title. He was, he was the Great Muta, and that shit went over in Japan just like it did here.
James, my Great Muta action figure made an appearance on my stream last night.
Really?
Along with Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, did you please tell me Muta went over on both.
Who knows? Keep going, Zeus. Keep going.
Hey, Pedro, you're not booking this? What's up?
So Chono is Chono is like about a year younger, right around the same age as Muto. So once again, he gets back from excursion. I think he came back in like 88 or 89, and then he rapidly ascends. Same with Hashimoto. Let's see, how old was Hashimoto?
Man, Hashimoto was younger than both of them.
Really?
Was
Yeah.
he?
He's like 2 years. Looks like he was 2 years younger than Chono. So that make him what, 3 years younger than Muto.
Yeah. So there you go. They built that core around guys in their late 20s who really, I mean, they came on like gangbusters, and they were legit, you know.
And you
Hold on
know,
a second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay.
okay, yeah, Zeus.
The
You
doorbell's
know,
ringing.
you also had Hiroshi Hase. He was around to be a challenger, like not to be the champion, but to be a challenger. And he was just a year older than Muto.
Right.
And
And
I don't like Shiro Koshinaga, but he was around as well. But he's a little older than all of them.
yeah, you know, and you know, so you know, they had that, you know, that they were getting rid of Antonio Inoki as the main eventer,
Right.
and Fujinami and Choshu and Vader, you know, kind of had a stranglehold on the IWGP heavyweight title,
Yeah.
and you know, and they were great. They were still great, you know, at their age, and you know, even though they were kind of the veterans,
Hello?
you know.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So I was saying, James, is they had so New Japan had this great core, and we're talking about, you know, Hase and Sasaki came along right around that time too, and Koshinaka was you know, he was kind of, you know, trying to carve his own way, and you know, they had a lot of young guys that were, you know, people were nuts over. I mean, you know, you think about that Starrcade '91 in Tokyo Dome, and Hase and Sasaki against the Steiners, and you know,
Yeah.
that normally reserved crowd was going ballistic every time the Hase and Sasaki were doing anything, you know. And so it just, you know, and then they had, you know, other good young guys right behind them, you know, Kojima and Nagata
Tenzan.
Tenzan, yeah.
I know Manabu Nakanishi wasn't super great, but he was a challenger often as well. And then Kenzo, was it Kensuke's? What do you say? How do you say his name?
Sasaki,
Yeah,
Kensuke,
yeah.
yeah. Or if you're Jim Ross, Kensuke Sasaki. I wonder if
When did Nakamura come around?
he can do an enziguri.
Let's see.
But that, I mean, that you're talking about, you know, the early 1990s. They already had a great set of veteran stars and young superstars,
Yeah.
and then they had guys coming up behind them.
Yeah. Nakamura didn't debut till 2002, James.
Oh no, that's far off. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Nakamura and Tanahashi were right around 2000 or so. But I mean, they were so stacked in the 90s. You know, they're not stacked now. I mean, you know, so many of those guys that are, you know, kind of, you know, in factions now and everything. It's like they're guys that were setting up the damn ring, you know, in 2018 in Charlotte.
Yeah.
You know? It's just, you know, they had all these guys, and now they let them go. And you know, I know another thing is, you know, Bushi Road is, you know, they're also, you know, profit driven, and you know, they have bragged on that in the past, that, you know, where, you know, New Japan has been more than profitable, for several years in a row, even, like up until I don't remember them saying anything during the pandemic, when they had like that 10,000 people show up at Wrestle Kingdom. But, that's just,
I remember when they were doing the empty arena matches too. Then and they were in the studio, yeah.
Yeah, the Strong. When was it? It was Kenta and Moxley that had that.
Yeah.
Feud.
Yeah. Oh, I hated that. Kenta won that American G1. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the briefcase.
Or it was a American New Japan Cup was what it was. It's it's the New Japan USA Cup was what it was. He won that. He had that briefcase. He was defending the briefcase for a long time. So there was all this build up to him finally challenging Moxley because Moxley was, I can't remember why, if it was injury or what. He couldn't do the thing for a while. And then they finally have the match and he loses. I was just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Wrestling is wrestling.
Yeah.
But hey, it's Christmas weekend. It's Christmas weekend. What y'all got any Christmas plans?
I'm gonna go down to Fort Lauderdale to see NWA wrestling.
Wow, really?
No, you crazy? Do you think I'm gonna pay money to see EC3? The hell out of here!
Well, I figured it's just going into like Billy Corgan's hotel room.
Yeah, I know, right?
Where do you think, James? Where do you think the Sinister Minister got the cocaine?
Oh my God! You got it from somewhere. That's true.
I don't think they can afford it on what Billy's paying.
Yeah, Billy's paying. Now you got that right. Yeah. Wait, is it true that they're going to put the strap on Zack Snyder? No, I mean Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder. What's his face? The guy was in WWE.
Matt Cardona.
Yeah.
They put it on him before, didn't they?
Yeah, briefly.
Yeah, then he got injured, right?
That seemed to really breathe a lot of like
attention,
buzz, and attention into him. And then they put it on the fucking Jesus Christ, the illegitimate son of Solomon fucking Grundy.
Tyrus.
Yup.
That's brutal. Yeah, because I saw an Instagram post where Matt Cardona's pumping up his feud with EC3 for the strap. Well, come to Fort Lauderdale and watch me win.
Anybody. I mean, I'll take almost anybody except the last two previous champions.
I was going to say Trevor Murdoch.
No, I don't want that either.
No, that's horrible.
That went over like a lead fart.
Hey,
not once but twice. Zeus, twice.
Tim Storm is old and he can barely move and hardly has the ability to have a 3-minute match. But people would be more behind him than fucking just about anybody else.
Yeah, EC3 is horrible.
Hey guys, the little bit of breaking news because it's just in the last 2 hours. All Japan has announced that they did some angle. It's on. I posted in the chat on Twitter for y'all to see. The WWE is sending someone from NXT to challenge the Triple Crown champion in All Japan.
What?
I'm not making this up.
I'm looking at it right now.
Wait a minute.
They didn't say who. They didn't say who it is, but someone said Fukuda said that it's a submission specialist.
Huh.
Who could?
Well, it won't be Braun Breaker, that's for sure.
Well, Fukuda's big pimping in here with the babes.
Yeah.
That's not the All Japan women.
No.
They've been so the All Japan has been doing some work with Actores. And Actores are like they're like actresses and stuff, sort of doing a theater of wrestling. It's not really wrestling; it's like a theater of it. So.
Which NXT you guys gonna go over there?
I wonder who it's gonna be. That one girl, Chica Goto. If you ever look her up, you'll see a lot of her. That's all I'll say.
Is she from the Molina school?
No, it's just that sort of gravure thing they have going on.
Oh.
I this is really surprising, and I'm like, who from NXT would be? I wonder who it's gonna be.
Well, it can't be Dragon. I mean, it could be, but it can't be really. I mean, what? You're not going to send your North American champion over there.
They need to send Dominic. We need Dominic as Triple Crown champion.
Lexus King.
It's gonna be Lexus King. He's gonna be the.
I was saying Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah. Well, Chris weekend. I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas out there.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. Peace, love, and joy, and a little bit of wrestling thrown in there.
Zeus, you got anything going on the coming week to promote? I guess not.
Zeus is on the phone with Tanahashi right now.
They're working out deals.
Yeah. He's like, you better sign Okada, you fucker.
So I got a thing in the mail here from a address in Huntsville, Texas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm gonna switch to the.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch to my phone. Come back in.
Okay.
Because I can't do it. Camera doesn't work.
Okay.
On this for some reason.
Okay.
So I'll be right back.
Yes.
Okie doke.
So it's definitely going to be. He got Melina in the mill.
You did? I like my alligator, by the way, Pedro.
Oh, thank you. I didn't even think about the Florida
I started
thing.
laughing. I thought because I live in Florida, this fucker sends me an alligator.
No, I didn't even think about it. But
that's funny though. It's funny.
I don't remember what all I sent you. I know I sent you a Godzilla and
Godzilla. And you sent me an alligator. You sent me something else. I gotta go look. It's nice. They're all nice, man. Those cards are nice, Pedro. They're really nice. I dig them.
Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho,
Thank you, sir.
Ho, 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 ho. I was doing my Santa Claus often ends up sounding like a vampire, so I have to be careful with the.
That could be an idea for a new sci-fi movie. For the Asylum, Santa.
We got you, Zeus.
Okay, all right. Here we go.
Whoa.
Let's see. We
got a ceiling. We got the top of your head.
That's awesome, right there. Is that Precious Paul Ellering?
No.
Is that Santa himself?
Dear God, am I gonna have to fucking?
It's hard. It's hard to figure out stuff.
All right.
All right, so you got it.
I guess. You guys got a.
Yeah.
Can we see?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we see a card.
See a card. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Oh, we got a Mad Max.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, Mad Max.
Doesn't Pedro do good cards, Zeus? I saw his cards are really good. The cards are really good, Pedro. I love that
thank you.
Godzilla one. It's awesome. And the alligator too. I like it.
What's next? What's next here?
What's next?
Oh, look, a zebra.
You got a zebra.
I remember when you did these, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What is it? Oh, Starlight Kid.
Starlight Kid. Look at that.
Got a
was
Starlight Kid.
Perfection.
Muy bueno.
Now we have... Oh!
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
I thought I'd
Look
throw
at
some
this.
comic book. I'd throw some comic book art in there.
That looks really good, Pedro.
Yeah, I like that. Wow, that's vintage. That's 2015.
That looks good.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry
That was
Christmas.
awesome.
Merry
Good job.
Christmas. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Santa Zeus.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, if Zeus had the hat, he would look kind of like Santa.
That's what I'm saying. You'd be the Mad Max of Santa Clauses. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I mean, he could.
I got other ones. I got your other ones right here too.
Other ones?
Yeah. Ones you gave me before.
Man, I don't even remember.
Okay. All right. Well, let's.
Well, we can show them off if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got the screen put up.
All right. So.
Oh yeah. The Wild Warriors. The Wild Warriors, right?
The Wheel Warriors. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You took my ice cream.
Saw Boss.
Saw Boss.
That Jace is just spot on perfect.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Then we got everybody's favorite Mick Foley.
Mick Foley.
Right?
I was thinking
Wearing a
about
Carter shirt.
Oh yeah, that's for graduating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the Mass Superstar. Look at that.
Yeah.
Let's see what else I got up here.
That's splendid.
Oh yeah, Drago.
OG Drago.
That's hot. Got some good stuff there, Zeus.
Oh yeah, those cards. Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
You know, almost everyone has their cards now. I think Heather's the only one who hasn't gotten her cards yet. But
I got
if she's
mine
watching
fast,
this,
too.
I still got to get. Well, I did them in 2019, so you didn't get them very fast.
Oh, okay, my bad.
There's
Oh
the
yeah.
From the convenience store.
Yeah, the Hiromu. Yeah.
And then we have
Dungeons and Dragons. That's right. Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
Those are good.
Ralph Mouth.
James, you got the Transformers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiamat.
Oh yeah. Oh, the Tiamat. What Zeus? You remember that was a lot of fun when we did it on that
I couldn't
live
believe you
stream.
stuffed 5 dragon heads onto one tiny little card.
You would have had to have seen it, James. It was like it was touch and go if I was going to be able to fit them all in the deal.
Yeah. And then we got the Acrobat, Diana. And then we've got the Barbarian. And who remembers who voiced the Unicorn?
I don't remember. Is it the guy from Family from Full House?
Nope.
No. Who was it?
He shaved his head bald and made the fist bump really popular.
Arsenio?
Howie Mandel.
Oh, okay.
I said Arsenio.
More Godzilla.
Kaiju.
Godzilla and Gregarious.
It was like a
Godzilla and
throwback to like Godzilla Strikes Again. That was awesome.
Ghidorah. Oh, and then here's Shin. You know, I just watched. Oops, wait a minute. I just watched Shin again.
Oh yeah.
It was on sale for $5 on Vudu, so I went ahead and grabbed it.
$5, that's not bad.
Yeah, it was actually it was $7.99 for the English, and I was like, I don't want the English. I was like, how much is the Japanese?
Yeah, Japanese
like
version.
$7. It was like $5. I was like, yeah, I'll take that. And I watched that, and I feel like that. I really love the monster. You know, I love the Godzilla in that one. But the human story is so much better in -1.
Okay.
I think they're doing different things.
But I mean, they're also politically driven.
Yeah. Like
characters.
Shin Godzilla, the way the movie is and the way the people are and the way it's presented is trying to show you that bureaucratic panic that was going on from the whole Fukushima and the tsunami and all that stuff, right?
Right.
So like it's the way it is for a very specific reason, because you know to me it just there's the -1 story, not to get into things too much because James hasn't seen it, but like it's a more human story. It can be told in a more sort of Western language, almost like a Western cinema language. So people are consuming it easier, right? So they're reacting to it like more. But to me, both movies are fairly successful. They're just doing it. They're doing two different things. I mean, that's just. Yeah. I was looking at in terms of the form, the formal thing.
Yeah, I just you know, they're just there's no real clear cut somebody to like all that much in
yeah.
No.
Yeah. James, you haven't seen -1, but -1 is such an incredible cinematic experience because the human characters are going to pull you in and compel you so much. You're going to get so invested in it.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian Bell, I had to go pick up pizza. First of all, that's a good job. So I don't know if you guys mentioned this, but we saw on Twitter NXT and All Japan Pro Wrestling work together.
We
just mentioned it.
We just mentioned it a little bit ago.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I would never have guessed such a thing.
Yeah.
Well, Brian Bell, I hope you have a wonderful Merry Christmas weekend. I hope
Merry
your pizza's
Christmas,
good.
Brian Bell. Hope your pizza, right?
Merry Christmas.
Zeus, thanks for showing off that stuff.
Well, thank you for sending it.
And James, check out what your New Japan thing is when you get off the
yeah.
See what your New Japan collection gift is.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna check it out.
Everyone have a great Christmas weekend. Are we coming back next weekend? James, are you going? Are you going to be?
I should be available, no problem. I mean, I have the consultant on January 2nd, so it shouldn't affect the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next weekend we should be good to do like a year-end thing.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
Who's Melina been with?
Yeah, who's Melina been with?
But January.
Spoiler, James. Spoiler, James.
What?
Is whoever had $5.
Oh damn. $5. Me love you a long time. Too buku.
I mean, it's it's the year-end least amount of suck awards.
Yeah. I mean that it is going to be interesting because there's not really like leading candidates for a lot of the stuff.
No.
But...
Yeah.
No. Merry Christmas to you, Brian Bell. Thanks for listening. Actually,
Yes, thank you.
WBO5.
Everyone, take care.
Thanks for giving us like ears for us old guys to flap to.
And
good job.
Brian Bell, just for you, we're going to play the opening again so you can see it since you probably missed it. So here's the opening again. Everyone have a Merry Christmas.
Have a Merry Christmas, boys.
Mark out Mania, Christmas episode. Marking out this Christmas time on Snows and TK's nose. Oh, Mark out Mania, Christmas episode. Ace is the new president. Merry Christmas, but AW blow.